Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can implement the live notification updates for Android 16 inside your Flutter application. So this is an Android specific video only for Flutter. Now this live notification updates only work on Android 16 and above, so you require an Android 16 device. It will not work on below Android 16. And the second important thing is you should upgrade to at least Flutter 3.35.7, because once you create a Flutter project it needs to target at least HDK 36 of Android. So if you are using a older version of Flutter, it might not target version 36, and even if you try to run it on Android 16 device, you might not get the feature which is required. So you should use at least Flutter version 3.35.7, so that once you create a Flutter project, it will automatically target version 36 of Android, so you don't have to do any changes in your Gradle. Okay, so first let me show you guys the output, what I mean by live notification updates. Then I'll show you guys the code. Also just to make it very clear at the start of this tutorial, I have written native code because at the time of me recording this video there is no third-party library which is able to achieve this. Maybe by the time you guys watch it, maybe a year or two later, there might be third-party libraries, but at least at the time of me recording it, it is not available. Okay, so I'll just play the video. So here you can see first it asks for notification permission. I have given the notification permission. I have just pulled down my notification thing. As you can see, there are no notification as such. Then I'll just click on this first button, and here you can see this has initialized the notification. Now for this I have set the progress status as indeterminate. We don't really know the actual progress because it is like searching a driver. So here I have taken an example of a car booking ride app. Okay, so that's why it is searching for a driver. So in case if you don't know a progress, then I have clicked on the second button. Now I have found the driver and the progress is 10. So here you can see I have updated the progress, I have updated the text as well. Now when I clicked on the third button, again I have updated the progress to 20. Now I clicked on the fourth button, and here you can see I have added this add stop button as well. So in case if you want a button inside your notification, you can add that. And once I click on add stop, I'm just displaying a toast message, but you can do whatever you feel like. Then I have clicked on the fifth button, and here in case if you want to display so this thing which you see, this square color thing, gray square thing, is called a progress point. So if you want to display a multiple progress point as well, you can do that as inside your notification. Then I will click on the sixth button. On the sixth button, here you can see if you want to display some kind of red color thing or any kind of a color you want to display, you can display. So here I am just saying that the driver is experiencing some traffic, so that the user is notified as well. And this is the seventh. Here you can see if you want to display some start and ending icon to your progress as well, that also you can display. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. Also what I would recommend is, once you create a Flutter project, I would highly recommend you to open Android Studio, and we need to I'll just close this. Okay, this is not my Flutter project. Okay, so what you need to do is you just need to click on this open button over here. Navigate to where your Flutter project is located. So this is my Flutter project. Just select Android over here and just click on open. It will do some Gradle syncing. Let it do its thing. I have already opened it, so it was pretty quick for me, but in your case it will take a bit of time. So let it do the Gradle syncing. Now once the Gradle syncing is done, why I am telling you to open Android Studio is because we need to add some icons. Right now, like I shown you inside the notification thing, I have added some icons. Now you can use JPEG and PNG as well, but I would not recommend you. If you use JPEG and PNG, you will need to change the icon displaying code a little bit. So what I would recommend is you just use SVG. Okay, so but the problem with Android projects is they directly can't use .svg file. You need to convert it to .xml. So I'm just telling you the process of how to convert it to .xml. So once your Gradle syncing is done, just click on this Android drop down over here. Okay, and here you need to go to the res folder, go to drawable, and here inside the drawable you just need to right click. You need to click on new. You need to click on vector assets over here. You need to click on local file, and you need to then click on this particular button, and you need to find your SVG file. So wherever your SVG file is, located, just go over there and click on open, and it will automatically convert it to the appropriate XML format which Android Studio requires. And then you just click on next and then click on finish. Okay, once you click on finish, you should see that file. So here you can see I have already added few files which I am using in this project. In case if you don't want to create an SVG file, if you are lazy like me, there are some built-in SVG files inside Android Studio, but they may or may not match your use case. As you can see, I was using some random SVG icon inside my notification. So in case if you want to do that, you again just right click, new, vector assets, and here inside clip art you can just click on this particular button, and here it will load all the SVG icons which are pre-built with Android Studio. So you can just select any one of this, click on next, and then click on finish. So here you can see, you can just click on this, click on OK, click on next, click on finish. So I'm not adding it again. Okay, so but do remember your SVG icon names, as you will need to change it based on whatever names you have added. So these are the SVG icons or XML icons which I have added inside my drawable folder. These are necessary. Okay, you can add whatever you feel like. Now let's come to our Flutter project. So first I'll just close this. First you need to go to lib main.dart, and here I have added these two imports. Okay, rest this is default boilerplate code. I have not changed any of this. Then here is our homepage widget, which is a stateful widget. I have created a method channel called notification platform because we need to write some native code. Then here inside safe area I have taken one column and I have just added few buttons. All right, nothing else, text buttons, and on click of each of these buttons and I'm invoking a method. So this methods needs to be written on native side. So here on first button click, I'm invoking a method called first. Okay, you can give it some proper name. Just for simplicity I have given it name as first. And here if you want to pass some data from Flutter side to your native Android side, this is how you can pass it. I have just shown you this use case. For rest of the methods I am not passing data. Again, I have kept things simple, but most of the time you don't want to hard code the data. So just I have given you an example of how to send data from Flutter side to native Android side as well. So on second button click, I'm just invoking a method called second. Third button click, third. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, so hopefully you got the point. Then you need to go to Android app src main android manifest.xml, and here you need to add two permission. First one is this post notification permission. Alright, so here we have added two permission, the post notification permission and the post promoted notification. So you need to add this to permission as well. Then you need to go to this build.gradle.kts. You need to scroll down, and here you need to add this dependencies block, and here you need to add implementation Android core KTX 1.17.0. so make sure you add this dependency as well. There might be some higher version available by the time you guys are watching the video, so make sure you update to the latest version. Then you need to go to Kotlin. You first need to go to main activity.kt, and first you can just copy paste all these imports which are there. Okay, then here instead of Flutter activity you need to change to Flutter fragment activity, because even for notification permission I have written native code. So here this is a variable just to check whether we have the permission or not. This is the ID which we used for displaying notification, and here is a notification manager. So this is basically for requesting the notification permission. If it is granted, we just change this as true, else we call handle permission denied. Inside on create we just call this like initialize notification manager, as well as call setup notification channel, and here we just do check and request notification permission. Then we here override configure Flutter engine. So here we just call method channel notification platform. So this name should match the method channel which we have defined it on the Flutter Dart side. Then here we are just like checking which method was called. So if the first method was called, here if you remember, we were getting the title, right? So here this is how you fetch the title on native Android side. And here I'm just checking if the user is using Android 16 and above, then first build the notification. So this is a helper method which I have written. I'll show you that shortly. Then send the content, set the content title, content text, set the small icon as well. Here you need to change, wherever I'm using r.drawable, you will need to change with your own images which you image name whichever you have added it inside the drawable folder. Then here we set the style, and the important thing is here you can see I'm setting the progress indeterminate as true, and here we set the large icon, here we set short critical text, and this is how we display the notification. For below Android 16 we display a toast message saying requires Android 16. And here we send back to Flutter side. I'm not really using this, but if you want you can use it. Same for second method as well. Here I'm just updating this progress is 10 and this as well. Rest remains the same, and instead of progress indeterminate we actually set the progress over here. And whenever you are using set progress, you do not add set short critical text. So that's what I have commented this thing out. So you don't really need this, you can remove this as well. And but you require this set show when true, and you also need to display an approximate time till the driver will arrive. So that's why I kept it as 10 minutes. Okay, and for the third method again it's the same, but this is how we update the progress bar. All you need to do is set progress equal to 20, rest everything remains the same. Okay, then this is the fourth method. So if you want to assign some kind of a button action, you need to first define an intent. So here I have created a separate Kotlin file called add stop receiver. Inside you can't directly add a click listener to this, to a button or on your notification. You add a pending intent, and a pending intent requires this particular intent. So this is how you create a pending intent. If I show you this particular add stop receiver, you need to create another Kotlin file called add stop receiver.kt. You can just copy this package name from your whatever you see inside your main activity.kt, and inside the on receive you can write your own implementation logic. So I'm just displaying a toast message. And if you are using a broadcast receiver like me, you need to go to android manifest.xml. You need to scroll down and you need to add this particular line of code as well. So don't forget this line of code. Coming back to our main activity, here you can see we are creating a pending intent. Then here we setting the progress driver. Again rest everything remains the same. Only thing is here we add this action, add action notification.action.builder. I'm not passing any icon over here, and here is our add stop text. Here we pass the pending intent. Okay, then we just call the build method over here. For the fifth one, again the same thing, but important thing is we add the progress point. So here I have added the progress point at 50, but you can add anywhere wherever you feel like is right for you. Rest everything remains the same. For sixth one, if you want to use spannable strings, spannable string is basically if you want to apply some kind of a color and everything, you can use spannable string, and I'm using it over inside set content text. And also this particular thing of displaying progress style at particular points, now this is not getting displayed at my Android 16 device. I don't know why. Maybe this feature is still not implemented yet. Maybe they might implement it 16.1 or something like that. So just a heads up, this is not getting implemented. Maybe this is might be related to my device. Maybe on your device you might see it. So if you want to add multiple progress point segments, you can do that as well. And last one, the seventh one, here what exactly I'm doing, yeah, if you want to set the start as well as the end icon, this is how you can set it as well. Again change the name to your own icon name, whatever you have inside the drawable folder. All right, then here this is the setup notification channel method. So this is just a helper method, and here we call check and request notification permission. So this is how we check and request the notification permission as well. And here we show a rationale in case why you can could show a dialog here before requesting. So this is how we just show, like, ask for notification permission. And this is the helper method for building the base notification. So again, for older below Android 16 this is not really necessary, but I just have kept it just for the sake of it. Okay, and you don't really need this line of code as well. So yeah, I can just remove this, and in case permission is denied, we just display a toast message. One more thing which I want to tell you is inside build.gradle.kts, okay, just check the mean HDK version. I think it should be at least 26, but I think they have upgraded it to 26 if I'm not mistaken. Even if it is not, it's fine. But yeah, just to giving you a heads up, like I'm ignoring all min HDK versions below 26, and target HDK is 36 or whatever is the higher version at the time of you guys watching the video. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.